And welcome back to Indiana State Esports. Tonight we are streaming Rocket League. I am Noel Callahan, and alongside me is
Emma Dawson.
It is Emma's first time on the stream today. I'm actually really excited for
Me
this.
too.
I think both of us have been looking forward to this specific stream for a while. So tonight we are streaming Rocket League. We're going against Evansville, I believe. How do you feel about tonight? How do you feel about their chances?
I mean, they lost pretty hard to Evansville last time. They definitely thought that that was going to be their match, but I think that they got it.
Yeah.
I think that maybe they've learned a thing or two, but I also could be totally wrong.
No, I totally get it. I mean, last week looking at their performance, even though they didn't necessarily win, looking at their performance across all of the games, it was significantly better than it has been in the weeks prior of the season.
Yeah.
And so I think coming out of a match with that much success going into this one, I feel like their confidence might be a little bit up. I can definitely see them trying to pull through and I really hope that team synergy that I saw last week comes back. I really need that.
As we know, for our Sycamores, they have their defense down pat. It's what they struggle with is going to be their offense.
Yeah.
And that synergy is for their defense, and I really hope that they can create that for their offense.
Yeah, they really need to replicate that, and they need to carry that throughout the whole game. Honestly, I remember Evansville, and that was a pretty tough loss. It was a pretty tough loss for us. But I feel like the team is in a very different headspace going into this match.
I think that they're slowly realizing that they have this bond and that they have this the synergy that you're talking about. And I also know that they're trying to enjoy themselves while also trying to kick butt.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's a game that they love to play.
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
and it's always super fun hearing them go oh my gosh, across the room.
Bulby!
Bulby! It's my favorite part. But yeah, no, I'm super excited for tonight. I'm very ready. I'm looking for aggression from them. Every time that they would get aggressive, it would always go really well for them.
Yeah.
And so I really hope that all of them just kind of put whatever outside influences they have going on right now just kind of out and focus on the game. I want to see aggression. I want to see the team synergy. And I'm just excited for a good game. I don't even really care if we win this tonight.
Yeah.
I want us to win. Don't get me wrong. I need everybody to understand
We want to win.
We want to win. But I'll be excited if the game is excited as it was last week. It was very back and forth. So
I want to be on the edge of my seat. And
Yeah.
they better know it.
Yeah. We need to be on the edge of our seat. Do you have anything else to say, Emma?
I don't think so. Go Trees.
Go Trees. Roll Trees. And we're going to go to a quick break, and we will see you guys back here soon.
The name.
All right, I'm ready to go in. Hello and welcome back to Indiana State Esports. We are currently getting into the match, getting into the game at first. I'm excited. We're playing against Evansville. Just to let everybody know, if you haven't joined, have they not sent you the code yet?
Nope, I haven't gotten it.
Sorry, we're having some technical issues. It's fine though. So we're playing against Evansville. Tonight is Rocket League. I hope that everybody's having a good night. This is a nightmare.
I don't know what's happening.
Go ahead and type it in.
I
Sorry,
haven't gotten the codes.
Emma is trying to figure out how to do this. This is her first time. Everybody bear with us. I hope that everybody's having a wonderful night. Tonight, like I said, Rocket League, Evansville. We're hoping for, good match, good games, aggression, team synergy. We feel like the guys feel pretty confident or feel pretty okay with where they're at right now. So it's all about, making sure that everybody feels good. We're just waiting for everybody to get into the match. Emma, do you have anything that you want to add?
I don't think so. It's very loud in my ear.
Yeah, it's really loud. This is going to be a really fun learning curve.
You're telling me.
I don't know what this means. Sorry, we're having a really fun night. This is a really great night.
Figured out the volume issues.
So proud of you.
What do you need?
Sorry, this is an evening. We will see you guys in a moment. We're gonna take a quick break. Okay. I think everything is organized. I think everything is okay.
Everybody and their uncle wanted me for a second.
Yeah, that was...
Never been that wanted in my life.
That was crazy. That was stressful. But we're going to go straight into the match, starting with...
we see Fix Nico got that 50-50 right there, and a shot off of the backboard from one of our friends on their team. I think it was Prodigy. A good touch from our friend Elijah on the Evansville side.
So far, honestly, my biggest pet peeve is when they are not smart with their booster pads.
No.
My biggest pet peeve. And so far, I'm noticing that Evansville is kind of being a little reckless with that.
Oh, a close one. Good save by Bolby Blue. Elijah nearly had the shot right there. And a score for Evansville. Starting off the match a little bit weak on the Sycamore side.
It's honestly, it could be worse, honestly. They kept it going for 20, a good amount of time. Yeah. So I feel they're still a good place.
Another kickoff, and it does go in favor of Evansville. They got a shot off the backboard, and immediately a score from Elijah. Are we playing for the other team or what?
That's gotta hurt. I will say, I think the Sycamores, we talked about this in the pregame, like Evansville, that was a tough loss last time.
Yeah.
And so even though last game that we played against, I believe, Bradley, both of the games, it was a good game either way. However, I feel like with the knowledge of Evansville's victory against us last time, I think the team may be a little bit in their heads.
For sure. And we're seeing a lot of strong offense coming from Evansville. Like just this time right here, they got that kickoff. It went in their favor. And they're being very, very aggressive with their scores. They just got a really nice air dribble right there from Prodigy. And as we switch it over to Elijah, he's going to get he missed that touch right there.
That has been 2 demos in a minute.
Yep. Bolby Blue is currently contesting everybody. Very strong offense on his side. Typically, we see him a lot on that defense sort of plot. See, the Sycamores are switching it up. And yet another score. I think that's 2 from Elijah so far.
Yeah, that is 2 from Elijah, which is insane. That's a very impressive player so far. I honestly think that the Sycamores may need to step up their defense a little bit.
Yeah.
I know that we've had better defense in the past, so I know that we can get to a good defense. It's just a matter of whether or not it's going to work against Evansville.
Bowlby Blue almost got that there, but I can see that Evansville is doing it very, very, doing a lot of smart plays right there. As you saw in that kickoff, they did a delayed kickoff, which gives them more power whenever they hit the ball when they rebounded off of Bowlby Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we have Prodigy, who is currently doing an air dribble. It's a very hard move. And getting off the back wall, they did a little pinch right there.
Ooh.
Could be anybody's game right now. I think the Sycamores are starting to step it back up. Prodigy is currently racing to defend.
They're trying to.
Bowlby Blue shot on goal right there.
That goal rim is always the secret fourth player.
Elijah did get it back. Prodigy with the touch. Good play right there from Evansville. As we can see, Prodigy is currently driving it towards the Sycamore goal, but he can't quite get it. He did a little pinch right there to get off of that back wall. Bowlby Blue contested that, but did stay up on the Sycamore side. We're flying across the field right now. Another good touch from Prodigy. Looks like he's about to go for a double tap right into the Sycamore's goal.
I believe that's now a second score from Prodigy, so there's 2 scores from Prodigy and 2 scores from Elijah.
Guess Flightless Goose really can't fly.
I mean, his name literally is Flightless Goose, so yeah, that makes perfect sense.
He'd use the tree as his goal thing. I feel like that's a stab at the Sycamores right there.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Finally, we did get a kickoff in favor of the Sycamores, but pretty quickly, Flightless Goose did show us he can fly and cleared it back over to the Sycamores side. We have Fix Nico currently following, and Elijah with the touch. Nice pinch off the wall from the Sycamores corner. Let's see if... near goal from Get Some Friends, but a successful defense from Prodigy.
Yeah, that was... I wish that car had been in just like one like space. To
A
the,
touch
the
from
left or right.
Yeah, touch from Fix Nico right off the wall. He did sort of a pinch move right there. Prodigy with an aerial touch, and Flightless Goose. Good defense from Nico.
That was a phenomenal block. And they're really trying to drive that ball over to Evansville's Evansville's
I think we're
side.
finally starting to see the Sycamores step up their offense and not just be defense trying to keep them, like they're trying to minimize damage. And we see that they're actually trying to cause some damage actually on this side.
Yeah.
Back on the Evansville side, we got Bowlby Blue driving it over, but a nice touch from Prodigy does clear it back over to the Sycamore side. Nico contested successfully. Got them to miss that shot, but Elijah, still has control. Flightless Goose with a miss. We're getting messy here. I think we're starting to scramble the Evansville team. Prodigy with a wall touch, and we see Flightless Goose, but he hits the backboard though. So I think we are really starting to scramble them. I think that they're starting to lose their edge.
I think that might be what it is. I feel like the Sycamores are. I feel like that first few minutes of that one match was just. They needed to get their bearings for a second and get that adrenaline going, and now they've gotten into their groove and they're starting to find their way, and I think Evansville is realizing that. Slowly
Nico
but surely.
and Get Some Friends both sent for that and did successfully defend, but in the end, Elijah did get that score.
That is unfortunate with 34 seconds left in this round. Is there any way that the Sycamores can come back?
We're talking like 6 seconds a goal right there to come
Hail
back.
Mary, I think we could pull out some Hail Mary shots. I don't know.
I'm hoping.
Hope Core.
Nico successfully got that kickoff, but not by much. 30 seconds on the clock. We have another air dribble. Oh, contested by... Oh, I'm not entirely sure, actually. That was too fast.
I didn't see who that was.
I'm going to guess it was Nico. He's very good at those.
Yeah.
Elijah with the air touch and a miss from Get Some Friends.
That is unfortunate. I can tell that this team is fighting so hard to get just one goal.
And there's so many times that we've just seen the Sycamores have a perfect shot towards the goal, but Evansville is just slightly faster at that defense.
One step ahead of them.
And we are about to see the game wrap up.
Yep.
Yes.
That first one goes to Evansville. I'd like to remind everybody this is a best 3 out of 5. Sorry. So best 3 out of 5. So we do have, I believe, 2 more games after this. This is definitely a rough start for the Sycamores. It's unfortunate.
0 to 5 is is rough. I'm not entirely sure what their scores were last time, but they did way better defending against Valpo last time.
Valpo, that's who we played.
Valpo or Bradley?
I cannot remember.
I think it was the Bradley one, actually.
I think it might have been Bradley. It was whoever our doubleheader was last week.
Bradley, yeah.
Bradley, okay. So, so I think the scores that time were definitely closer. I know that there were a couple 4-0s, but I don't know. I think 5-0 isn't necessarily a bad hole to be in right now. There's definitely a way to come back from that if, they perform well in these next two. I'm hopeful. We support Hope Corps here on this Twitch channel. So we are
confirmation
getting
it was Bradley.
It was in fact Bradley. All right, good. I'm not crazy. So what did you notice that whole time?
I noticed that Evansville really knows how to drive that ball home into the Sycamores side, and they really know how to use their aerial attacks. And one thing I've noticed about the Sycamores is that we are very weak on that front. Mm-hmm. We're not very good at defending up in the air like they are.
Yeah, that's very true. I am totally agreeing with you. Let's see if we can pull that together.
Flightless Goose with that delayed kickoff. He did end up doing that. That's one of the tactics that I've noticed in this game that they are very good at using. Mm-hmm. Nice pinch off the wall from Prodigy, which you got to admit, he's a good player.
He is. I think all of the Evansville players are very skilled. I'm not exactly sure what rank they are all at, but they are definitely very...
Bulby Blue with one of his phenomenal saves right there, but they're using those pinches on the Evansville side, getting them out of the Sycamores corner so that they can basically drive that ball towards our goal. But we are on the Evansville side right now, so doing a little bit better with our defense. Maybe we went too hard on the offense last time.
Maybe. It's all about finding that balance and just making sure that you don't go too hard on that defense or on the offense. And I definitely think that that's something that the Sycamores may struggle with a little bit, but I have seen them get continuously better over the season.
Yeah. That was a demo of Fix Nico, and that led them straight to the goal right there with Flightless Goose. I think that was his first goal of the game.
I think so, yeah. But I will say, improvement from last time, it took them a whole minute to score on the Sycamores, or around a minute to score on the Sycamores, which, honestly, good job.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I'm seeing that our Twitch people are being Fix Nico's best friend with Point Blank, given his biggest fan out there.
I love that.
Flightless Goose defending right now, sending it up in the air. Bulby Blue was about to contest it, but Flightless Goose did get yet another touch and demoed Fix Nico. We are sending it back over to the Evansville side, but, Prodigy. I don't know what his tactic was there. I don't know if he missed or what, but he is currently dribbling in the air. Elijah pinching against the wall to get that ball back in play, sending it back over to the Evansville side where we see Prodigy going for that touch and get some friends missing that contest.
This is hurting me a little bit.
Fix Nico with one of his dribbles. Oh, and he did a pop right there, got it over their heads, but was it enough?
I don't think so, because then Elijah's driving it back towards their goal. Now, whether or not Get Some Friends is able to save it, keep it away from that goal.
Fix Nico clearing it back over to Evansville side. Let's see if Evansville can defend. Prodigy with a touch, driving up over their heads, which that is their strong suit. They know that they can get past it. And Bulby Blue with a touch.
Look at that. Oh.
That was a nice pinch right there. Get Some Friends, popping it right back over them. Maybe the Sycamores can get their goal.
We're hopeful over here. Hope Corps.
Oh, that was almost a lineup for a goal. Good thing that Fix Nico did defend. Get Some Friends. Are they going to do? Yep. So they pinched it right there. And Fix Nico. Oh, a miss from Fix Nico. Flightless Goose. Good. He missed right there.
Where are those Sycamores with that defense? Come on.
You guys are like the best in the league of the defense. Come on here.
This is rough.
Elijah. Ooh, that was a near flip reset. He missed, though. Those were like the hardest thing in the game to do.
Mm-hmm. That's very impressive. I would like to note once again that the Evansville players definitely seem to be very skilled and know this game very well. It's just a matter of, I honestly don't think they play very well as a team.
I think that they're better as individual players. They're probably strongest suited in like 1v1s. They probably got, I know some schools give out scholarships. I'm not entirely sure what Evansville situations were, but they're probably definitely recruited players, but on that one-on-one front, I don't think they have that team chemistry that the Sycamores do. But their individual performance, like we just saw with Elijah scoring, is enough to get them there.
Yeah, that's it. It just every once in a while it happens to sync up perfectly. But this is a much better place for the Sycamores to be in from last time with only 2-0. So that defense is beginning to come back up from the Sycamores.
Yeah. Get some friends. Did not get that contest there, actually. Bulby Blue clearing it back over to the Evansville side. Elijah with another touch gets it back over to Sycamore. I think he went for some sort of flick or flip reset right there, but he did miss. So I think that they are starting to choke just a little bit. Fix Nico bumping the ball. Ooh, they're doing a lot of backboard defense right there. That was a near goal for the Sycamores. But Evansville is just skilled enough that they're not going to let themselves fumble into giving that goal because that was close.
And look at that with Prodigy on the score. 3-0, almost a minute left on the clock. What do you think the Sycamores can be doing better, Emma?
I think that they really need to communicate just a little bit more.
Okay.
I think that they are doing all the wrong calls, all the wrong reads, and I think that Evansville, Bulby Blue did a delayed kickoff, and he did get it back onto their side. But Flightless Goose and another teammate did drive it right back over to the Sycamores. And a score for Elijah, and that was an aerial. He utilized his strong suit, and I think that the Sycamores need to get better at those in future practices.
Yeah, it's very true. I would love to see a little bit more skill in like the up in the air, dribbling, with the aerial stuff like that. I would really love to see more of those, specifically from the Sycamores, because not only do they make for a good, defense and offense strategy, but it makes for an entertaining game to watch.
Yeah. Bulby Blue back with that defense, successfully defending us, Evansville, from getting yet another goal. We are on the Evansville side right now. Elijah following that ball, doing an air dribble. I believe he just did a flick. And sending it back onto the backboard on the Sycamore side. Flightless Goose following it up with a successful pass, but Fix Nico was able to defend. We have Fix Nico who's currently falling. Will he hit? Yes, he's currently doing a dribble and a flick.
Oh, it was a good defense from Flightless Goose there.
Yeah. Prodigy going to hit it back up in the air. Bulby Blue doing a pinch right off of the backboard so that they did not get that goal. A demo of Get Some Friends by Prodigy sends it over to the backboard. Elijah almost got that goal, but that Sycamore's defense is like clad.
It's tight.
It's tight, yep. And winner was once again Evansville.
That is unfortunate. That means they only need to win one more match, one more game, and then they've won it, which is rough to see. But honestly, I feel like the Sycamores have been fighting really hard. They've been putting up a good fight. It's just a matter of, I think Evansville, like we said during the game, I think they have really good, they're better at 1v1. I think the team chemistry just isn't quite there, but I think that their skill levels matched up together is just able to beat the team synergy that the Sycamores have.
Yeah.
Not as bad of a score as last time, 4-0, which is around what we started with the Valpo game. So I feel like this can only go up. I don't really see this getting much worse.
I think that since they closed that gap from 0 to 5, I think that their defense is getting stronger in a sense.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to agree with you. Sorry, I just had a brain fart. I am definitely going to agree with you. I absolutely feel like the aggression that I saw last week from the Sycamores just isn't there, and I would love to see a little bit more of it. I want to see the Sycamores, I would also love to hear more communication, because I was able to hear the communication last game or last match, and I just haven't been able to hear it. And I know for a fact that my headphones are not turned up any louder than they were last time. So if anything, I can hear more clearly. And so I feel like communication is something that I would definitely love to hear a little bit more from the Sycamores. As of right now, I think Evansville is in a really good spot, and I think the Sycamores are in a decent spot going into this possible last match.
I also think that they got beat pretty hard by Evansville last time. And the thing with Bradley in that doubleheader last time was they got stomped, and then they were able to come back right after and be like, hey, we know their weaknesses, and we haven't had 2 weeks to think about it. Let's go in there with a different attitude and get that second match. And they closed that gap quite tremendously. They didn't quite get that win, but good defense from the Sycamores. Elijah with a touch, though, driving it towards the goal and gets it right over the Sycamore's head with a pop right into the goal.
That's difficult to see. I would like to note I'm obsessed with this the pitch vibes that have been chosen. I love like the old woods vibe. I know that's like so off topic, but I love it. I had to comment on that.
Flightless Goose got that kick off into the Sycamore side. We see Prodigy getting that touch. They're getting a little more offensive. I'm seeing a whole lot more of like them tightening down on that offense. A pop from, I think that was Get Some Friends. Elijah driving it right back over to the Sycamore side though. Prodigy with the touch. Is he going to? Good defense from the Sycamores right there. He was close to that goal. They got that in the nick of time.
Literally just right at that perfect moment. That was great timing from the Sycamores.
We saw a pinch from Prodigy right there. They are really racing just to seal the deal in this match, and there was no one to defend the Sycamores' goal. Flightless Goose got that. We are currently 0-2, and this is our last match if Evansville wins again.
If Evansville wins again, yes, that is unfortunately our last match, which is, it's rough to see, quite frankly, because, you know, I feel like the Sycamores have the ability to, like, pull through. I think we're seeing them pull through right now. Fix Nico got it over to the Evansville side. Apologies for everybody listening at home. I had to yawn. That was random. Listen, hey, we're not getting much of a match here. Yeah, this is
just a stomping at this point.
It's been a long day, all right. This has been an interesting day, and this game is. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just this is hard to watch. Yeah, Flightless. All of Evansville are over on the Sycamore side, trying to just bully that ball home right into the Sycamore's goal. Both of our Sycamores players missed that defense. They weren't able to counter it, and Prodigy did, in fact, get the score. I would love I want more defense from the Sycamores, and I keep hoping that Evansville is going to slip up at some point, and they're just going to it's going to be able to allow the Sycamores to get at least one score in on them. But I think Evansville is one of those teams that can just really get into the Sycamores' heads. I think this is the only team that we've seen such just a. Besides, like, our first match of the season with our doubleheader with, I think, Missouri State and Valpo, we've never had such a beating before. Yeah. We have Flightless Goose with the touch, driving it back over to the Sycamore side, once again with that really good offense that they're known for. But Fix Nico is coming with a flick and does get defended by Evansville Aces. Right, Aces? Aces, yes. So, yeah. The Aces. I've just been saying Evansville the whole time. No, that's fine. They're the Aces. Fix Nico pinches it against the wall. We have Prodigy slamming that ball right back into the backboard for a pass with Flightless Goose, but they do, in fact, fumble. Elisha faking right there. Get Some Friends going up for that defense, but it does, in fact, get hit by Evansville. We see Fix Nico. He is currently following the ball up the wall. Doing little fancy tricks right there. I don't really know the names of those. They're very cute, though. I like that. Prodigy with a flick right into the Sycamore's goal. It's unfortunate. I was just sitting here thinking about it as I was watching the game, and this is absolutely insane, but the Sycamores, they seem to keep getting sucked into wherever the ball is instead of keeping that cyclical kind of like, keeping everybody spread out, which is why I'm watching Evansville do. They're able to, they trust the other players to be able to fill in wherever they need to fill in, but I've noticed that the Sycamores are just getting sucked into that ball, which I think is what is leaving their goal open, which had been an issue. We're definitely lacking that team chemistry from our Sycamores, and let me tell you, all three of these guys, they are best friends, and it's unlike this to see them doing something like this where they're just constantly misreading each other. I think that they're probably not communicating nearly as well, because I hear a lot of rotating out, going to collect boosts, stealing his boosts from them, and today I'm not really hearing that from him. Prodigy with a straight drive into the Sycamore's goal. That is probably his third goal of the match. I honestly, I feel like I should probably keep track at some point. But this is definitely, Prodigy is definitely a player that the Sycamores need to watch out for. I wonder if he chose his goal animation to I don't know. Taunt us, because that's a sycamore tree right there. It's blue and it's a tree. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Got Some Friends, and Nico trying to drive it over to the ball. They did a double commit right there. Prodigy dribbling it right back over to the Sycamore side, and a near goal from Evansville. We don't need another one of those, though. No, we do not. We're currently 0-5, and they had locked down that defense really hard, but I think they're starting to lose it again. Fix Nico with a touch, but successful defense from Evansville. We are sending it back over to the Sycamore side with another touch and a good defense from Fix Nico right in the nick of time, because that was inches away from scoring. That was phenomenal. Fix Nico gets a touch. Elijah does send it back over to the Sycamore side.
We see the Sycamores try to defend, but Flightless Goose was just too quick. Elijah sending it for a nice pass and gets a score.
We are now 6-0, which is the highest score of the match so far. And honestly, at this point, I would just love to see the Sycamores score one in the next minute. Just one score from somebody.
Yeah. I feel like just one score, these guys will walk out of here like victorious.
Yeah.
That's all they want to do. They want to have fun, but they also want to try to win.
Yeah.
And they're good for keeping their mindset humble.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what Evansville's doing. This guy with a top hat.
The top hat. Oh, I just noticed that. Oh
he had
a
top hat last time, and I was like, this guy's wearing a top hat, and that's kind of their logo, too. Their Esports logo has a top hat.
Yeah, their Esports logo, as you can see on the screen.
Get some friends. The only person over there. He does an over-the-shoulder defense. Elijah with a touch, though, driving it over. Bulby Blue successfully intercepts and defends the Sycamore goal. Elijah doing a pinch against the Sycamore corner. But we are sending it back over to Sycamore side. Nice contest, but Fix Nico does drive it over there. Prodigy dribbling it back, though. Bulby trying to defend, losing that contest. Getting a pinch in the Sycamore's corner. We have 7 seconds left. I don't think it's going to be enough.
I don't think it is either. We can hope, but as long as, yep, there it goes. Unfortunately, that does mean that Evansville has taken this victory.
A 3-0.
3-0 victory. That's rough. That's hard. That was, honestly, I'm not really upset because I did notice their playing got significantly better from the Evansville match last time. That's not even that. That wasn't, like, it was a tough loss. Don't get me wrong. I'd like to make that very clear. This was a very tough loss. But yeah, we're going to go to a quick break so we can like gather ourselves for a post-game report, and we will be back in just a minute. And we are back for our post-game report for Rocket League. Tonight we did go against Evansville. Unfortunately, they were able to take the win 3-0. Emma, what do you have to say?
I think that the Sycamores really lacked their synergy this time. Evansville really got that 0-5 on that first match. We went over to the second match with 0-3, where the Sycamores were able to pick up that defense, because we saw a lot of offense from them that first match. They were kind of trying to find that balance. And by the third match, they weren't quite able to just find that balance, and I think that that was what cost us that 0-6 at the end.
Yes, that's very true. I would like to note that the Sycamores definitely, I feel like the team synergy just wasn't there, and they kept getting sucked into that ball, which is unfortunate. It's an unfortunate way to go down, and it's something that is avoidable. However, I can see how it would happen, especially against a team like Evansville, who we talked about in the game. They seem to have like really good stats one-on-one, and so just watching them play against a team that has good team synergy and the boys were having a grand old time over there.
No, they looked so happy at the end of that match.
They looked so happy.
Despite the brutal stomping, they were like, Yeah, let's go, boys.
They were just happy to
But
be
they have
here.
dates later. Like, I bet they're going on dates with each other later.
Probably.
Like a little group date.
Like a little group date, yeah. A little trio date.
I'm looking
Yeah.
at one of the players right now like, yeah, I said it.
But yeah, I definitely agree. I feel like tonight the Sycamores definitely today just might have been an off day.
Yeah.
We've seen them play better, and so it's okay. Everybody has their off days, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping that not next week, the week after, when we come back, I'm hoping for some better outcomes.
Yeah, once we come from spring break, I think that they will have had all spring break to practice. I know these guys are junkies for Rocket League, and I think that it's their favorite game by far. So
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Anything else that you want to say, Emma?
I don't think so. Go Bolby.
Go Bolby.
Go get some friends and go Nico. And I mean it. Go get some friends. You're watching Twitch right now.
Well, I've been Noelle Callahan. Tomorrow night we are doing Super Smash Bros. I don't know who we're going up against, quite frankly. But we are doing Super Smash Bros. Tomorrow night with me on color and Carter Seifert on play-by-play. So please come back for that tomorrow night. Otherwise, I've been Noelle Callahan.
I've been Emma Dawson.
And we will see you guys hopefully soon. This combination may happen again, honestly. It should.
Vote for it.
Vote for it. All right, have a good night, everybody.